course, not a lot of pitch in it, but it is dry. Dry and sound. Definitely, it's not too rotten. Oh. Yeah, getting lots of nice pieces off it. You know, in the summertime, you want to be very careful on doing this because this would be prime habitat for, you know, a wasp nest. You know, so I'm quickly making a pile of firewood here. It's kind of nice. This piece is nice too. It's not fat wood, but it's definitely burnable today. I'd have no problem sustaining a fire here. I mean, I'm not even using my hatchet or my saw. I could cut these pieces off and get them out even easier. This whole slab would probably come down by the looks of it. Yeah, look at this, all burnable firewood. And when I say burnable, I mean easily burnable. Okay, let's give that a shot. Put some of this in the shelter. That'll be enough to get a fire started on a wet day at least. I got quite a bit here actually. It's raining again. My firewood can. I'm hooked on the tree. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing actually, because I don't know what kind of critter that is. It's probably something harmless, but definitely gonna have to think about that one before spending the night here. Fuck, figures, eh? I don't know, maybe I doubt it's wolf though. It's too small. And even cougar, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some investigating when I get back from into town, into internet service. See if I guess what that is. That's a nice piece. Might be a little difficult to find some stones though to build a fire pit. I think the best chance would be down here by the river. There is some rock in there. But I don't really see any big rocks per se. You know, there's a real big one, but yeah, there's a couple in the creek right there. I don't really want to get that wet getting them out though. Is that shit? Oh, that's just moss. So, this is the cedar I was talking about. Trying to find some bark on it that we could use. Like right here, it's got some fairly dry bark. That's nice and dry. Let's take that back to our camp and have a small little warm-up fire. Test out the new shelter. Okay, my thoughts were to have my fire right here. The edge of my shelter's right here. And if I wanted a long fire, I could close this in and have it right here. I am really wet. I didn't realize how wet I was getting. But let's see if I can get a fire going with some of the cedar bark and get some heat here. I'm getting a little bit chilled. So the problem with rain gear is I sweat in it so much, and so I just get soaking wet, and that's not good. So I'm just using the spine of my knife to scrape this cedar bark, and you can already see, you know, makes a really nice tinder. So we'll just get some of that collected, and a couple hits with the ferro rod. I think we'll have ourselves a fire here. Oh God, I'm wet. You don't realize how wet you are until you realize how wet you are. I think, you know, it's the ongoing issue of, am I sweating too much? Is it raining? You know, it's just dripping on me. Okay. That's probably enough to take my fire spark. Let's get some tinder together here. Just get it going. You can really break this bark up quite quickly. It is, as you can see, very fibrous and easy to pull apart, right? Especially this old growth stuff. And you just kind of give it that once over here. And you got yourself a nice little sort of almost bird's nest material there. The further you get into it. Okay, so we got that. We got that. I think I'm more of a curls guy than a feather stick. I don't know. I find feather sticks to kind of be a waste of time. I don't know. I guess they're not. I always just rip them off anyway, so I don't know. See, I'm dripping right beside my tinder there. Should have brought my bow drill with me. I mean, I guess I could make one. I'm not really into it today, though. I think I'm just going to use my ferro rod for this one. Work smarter, not harder. It's dripping right on there. It's coming from... You know, they say 3 times of what you think you need, make 3 times that pile. I don't know. I very seldom do I ever actually do that. I'm always just the bare minimum, and it's bit me a few times. I've had it a few times where I've had to start all over, not following the rules. Growing up, I was always one to say, the rules were meant to be broken. Some of them more so than others, I suspect. Anyways, let's get some of the cedar bark in there for tinder ready, so when we go, we're ready to go. This stuff is just incredible how easy it is to break up. I keep waiting for a wolf to walk up or a cougar to walk up on me or something. I can't figure out what that shit is. I mean, I guess there's just no beavers or anything around here. It's like, it's got to be a medium-sized sort of mammal. I'm not sure what it could be. I doubt there's raccoons in here. I guess it's possible. But why would it be under a log? It's like something that sleeps. And it looks like a carnivore by the looks of the hair and the shit, so I'm not sure what that would be. I have to look up the scat. All right, I think I'm gonna try and get a fire going here. Let's grab a couple pieces of this to lay it on. So we'll put a fire right under here. Right here, just clean some of this stuff off there. Okay, like that. And we'll put that there. Yeah, so just on the edge of my camp here, get rid of that moss. But, you know, you got to find a spot where you can hide some tinder. And I was thinking about maybe using some of the bark that come off that log if I built like a little roof over, made a little tinder pile and built a roof over top of it to keep it dry. But that stump that I was picking apart is just right there, so it's not far away if I need to get more of it. And like I said, I'm certain in this forest that there's plenty of opportunity to find that kind of dry fir firewood. And as you can see, it has no problem burning because it is bone dry. It's not even, you can't even hear any crackling or anything. So I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna build this little dry spot for my tinder, and I'll be right back. Oh, you know what? Why don't I use a garbage bag? I have a garbage bag in my pocket. I could put the wood in a garbage bag. That would definitely keep it drier. I don't know if that would be cheating. I don't really care. When you're out in the bush cheating, you do what you have to do, right? So we'll try that maybe. We'll try some in a garbage bag, and I'll try some natural. And that fire is really nice. You can probably see the steam coming off my shirt already. Well, I could a second ago, of course. As soon as I turn the camera there, you can't. But, yeah. Okay, that'll be a nice pile for when I come back. Stuff inside here. Protect it. Try not to poke holes in the bag. I'm just trying to get everything put away here so that when I come back, it's nice and easy to go for a fire. So we'll just stick this stuff inside here, point it downwards, and hopefully it's all still here. I'm poking all kinds of holes in this bag, but I think doing something like that might make the difference. What do you, oh, I dumped my camera over. You see, I'm just gonna put it like that, and it should keep most of it off. The ends might get a little wet, but I don't know, I think I can live with that. So I think from here, I'm just gonna start to clean up a bit. I'm gonna let this fire burn down because I don't really need it today, but it will provide me with some, I might even take some of the charcoal from the fire and go put it in that nest or den or whatever the heck that is over there. And also I'm going to urinate all around it so they can get my scent, and maybe that'll scare them off. So I did find some pieces of bark to put over top of that garbage bag of dry tinder. It's quite heavy. Hopefully if it gets windy, that'll hold it down in place, keep it secure. I'm just going to let my fire finish burning out, and I do have a bottle of water, so I'm going to make sure this is totally extinguished before I leave. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. It's not much of a shelter. It's as simple as I can make it. The only non-natural materials I did use was about, I don't know, maybe 15 feet of paracord, and that's just to lash the piece to the tree. As you can see, nothing fancy. Hopefully it can hold the weight. Oh, there's some garbage, I don't want to leave that. Hopefully, you know, we can keep the majority of the weather off me. And when I come back out, there's all kinds of opportunity for other, more bark, or, you know, I could even, there's lots of hemlock boughs around here that I could cut if I wanted to. Hopefully, if I do decide to come out here tomorrow, hopefully It's not going to be raining too hard, although it is forecast. It's quite the scar on this tree too. It's kind of neat looking up at the smoke. But as you can see, there's pitch coming out of this tree too, so I mean, I could potentially use some of that for fire starter, I guess. But yeah, so here's a slab of bark. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This kind of material. Ooh, that's heavy. You know, something like that is almost part of half a wall right there. So find a few of those and Bob's your uncle. Anyways, that's where we're at today. I'm gonna pack up and go home and do my little magic and make this a video that you can enjoy and watch. So if you're into watching this and seeing what happens, I suggest you follow along. You know, you might even want to subscribe. It's gonna be a good time here. I really feel special about this place. You know, that animal scat is a little disturbing, but I can't really do much about that. I mean, I guess I could pick a different spot, but I'm quite satisfied with this one. So you know what I always say, stay dirty, stay dusty, and stay in the bush. We'll see you next time. Okay, that's it. Pissed on the fire, or not on the fire, on the bed. I actually extinguished the fire using my Nalgene water bottle. And like I always say, always make sure that it's completely out. If you touch it with your hands, make sure there's no warm spots. So I'm gonna take a handful of this and put it in that animal den too. It's hopefully that'll, you know, just give them extra scent of human. Throw that in there. There we go. I think that'll be good. You can't be worried about these animals. I mean, they live out here, and I'm the new neighbor. Catch you on the next one.